So they're not even showing you the cumulative total of all the leg owners on every page anymore. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Mr. Bench's Book Reviews. What's in the box today? Oh, it is. It's a delightful book, potentially, by Jim Field, illustrator, and Kes Gray, the writer. And it says it's from the creators of Oi Frog, which you can also see reviewed on this channel, so do check that one out. And this one is called How Many Legs? That's a question. And we've got a young child celebrating some sort of party. If the headgear is anything to go by. Everyone's celebrating a party, actually. This dog and also this seagull and polar bear. So yes, it's from the creators of Oi Frog. Often you will find book creators who've had a famous book or a popular book, successful book, will stick that on their other books to drive sales. There's even a review of Oi Frog here on the front, look, in the inside cover. Here we are then. How many legs? There are 2 feet but no legs. How many legs would there be if in this room there was only me? And there seems to be a human talking, so that would be 2 legs, I suppose. Those are the 2 shoes. How many legs would there be if a polar bear came for tea? And then you can see quite clearly that the polar bear has 4 legs, plus boy with his 2. You can tell that there is little red shoes, so you can tell this is the same guys on the previous page. Also a Mr. Front cover. I was supposed to be counting then. I'm up to 2 and 4 is 6. That's some sort of duck. How many legs would it make if a duck arrived with a lemon cake? Ducks, you may now have 2 legs. It's illustrated that way. Because they have 4 limbs, but 2 of those are wings. And we're not how many limbs, we're how many legs. So we're up to 8. And a lemon cake. It's rhyming, this is as well. How many legs would be on view if a hippo was invited too? This hippo seems to be flying. I don't know how that's working. But there's a flying hippopotamus, nevertheless, with 4 legs. Well, it's easy to lose count, isn't it? 2, 4, 6. No, 2, 6, 8, 12. How many legs would you see if a dog walked in with a chimpanzee? Well, chimpanzee, I mean, the way they've drawn it, they're suggesting it has 2 legs and 2 arms. Not sure how much chimps differentiate, but I guess that's how that's considered. And a dog, obviously 4, so up to about 18 or something. It's nice as well because they're not, just so you can see, they're drawing all the other animals and boy every time. So it really is cumulatively growing. There's a trail of donuts there that the dog's sniffing. Everyone seems to be giggling. Maybe it's a trap. How many legs would be found if a seagull joined us on the ground? Well, seagull, just like duck, is just another bird, so another biped. So up to about 20. The seagull is wearing a pirate hat, as though it's coming to steal their cake. What would all the legs come to if a frog hopped in on a kangaroo? And there's the frog from Oi Frog. Well, that's a very nice touch. And the kangaroo even looks very much like the kangaroo from Oi Duck-billed Platypus, which I've also reviewed on this channel. I guess kangaroo is 2 and frogs... Oh, well, the frog has been drawn holding a balloon in what you would normally call a hand, but I think traditionally a frog would be considered to have 4 legs. So I'd say that's 6 there. I can't remember what I was up to, unfortunately. So I've lost count slightly, but I'm probably at about 28. Some sort of bison, or what's that? How would the leg count go if a squid rode in on a buffalo? Oh, that's the buffalo then. And the squid is a very interesting animal with 10 legs, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. And having quite the party here. Party plates, cake, donuts, fizzy drinks, balloons. How many legs would there be if a flea flew in on a bumblebee? Well, those are both insects, and most people learn at school that an insect has 6 legs. So that's 12. Would the leg count go right up if an octopus and a pig turned up? They rhymed up with up there. I mean, the previous one rhymes bee with bee, but at least they're 2 different kinds of bee. You know, the bumblebee and the other bee. But would the leg count go right up if an octopus and a pig turned up? Well, they probably tried to think of something better for that one. But failed, unfortunately. Never mind. There's a picture there. I don't know if that still has all the animals in it. I don't think it can have. I can't see the seagull in that one. Or the duck. So they're not even showing you the cumulative total of all the leg owners on every page anymore. Well, they didn't on that page either. I kind of did there. Maybe they'll come back to it. Maybe you get a glimpse every now and then of the complete party. Why would the numbers stay the same if a slug, a snail, and a maggot came? Well, they're asking an interesting question there, aren't they? A bit like a teacher. It's because those don't have legs, I suppose. Snails are often said to have a foot. Like the belly thing of a snail is often referred to as a foot, but not a leg. Feet can exist without legs, it would seem. And the maggot is just like a wormy thing. How would the number multiply if a centipede came wiggling by? Well, it wouldn't multiply. It would have 100 added to it. Obviously, what's that called? Insectologist. It's not called that. Something with ect, I think. But not ins. I mean, the implication is that the centipede has 100 legs, based on its name, but it's not a multiplication, it's not an addition, unless we had exactly 100 up to here, but I don't think we did. And then you could say, oh, it's times 2. So I don't really like that one either. How many legs would you find if a cow walked in with a goat behind? That's a much better rhyme. Cow and goat is just 8. That's fairly easy to keep track of. And here there's another picture of the big party in both senses of the word. You've got seagull and dog fighting over some sausages. The bee is somewhere there with the flea on its back. Expect the centipede somewhere. This makes it quite fun. It's a bit like it's a bit like a Where's Wally now. You know, you can. Should we see if we can find the centipede? There's the squid and the frog. There it is. Centipede, maggot, slug, and snail hang out together, and almost being trodden on by the dancing pig. But I expect they're going to be okay. It's easy to get trodden on if you're a party with well over 100 legs. Leg-wise, what would be the score if we were joined by a dinosaur? This is a 4-legged dinosaur, one looks at it. Not all dinosaurs have 4 legs. I believe pterodactyls probably don't, and probably the dinosaurs of the oceans probably didn't either. Oh no, they're not yawning, they're just pointing in wonder at the underbelly of the dinosaur. Oh, then there's a blackboard with lots of legs. This is quite fun, look. You get blackboards in Oi Dog as well, maybe that's one of Jim Field's specialities. So, can you see that? You see they're adding up the legs. See, there's like the pig, it says +4, and the seagull +2. So you can add up. So you've got 2 + 4 + 2 + 4 + 4 + 2. So it was 2 for the chimpanzee. +2 + only 2 for the frog. Controversial. +2 for the kangaroo. +10 for the squid. 4 6, 6, 8. Is that the octopus? Probably. +4 plus zilch. They've grouped the maggot, snail, and slug together there. Plus 100. They have written 100 for the centipede. +4 for the cow, 4 for the goat, 4 for the dinosaur, and then there's some crossings out as this guy tries to work out what the sum is. If you lose count, don't feel bad. A sum this big could send you mad. No need to tie your brain in knots. Let's just say the answer's lots. +4 more if you include the table. Oh, they've got the table on the back of the dinosaur, and a table does have legs. That's true. Though that makes us ask. There's a table on the first page. That's quite cool, because there could be some, like, smart Alec child going, oh, but there's a table. A table has legs too. And then they have spotted that, or deliberately included it, so that they're prepared for any children getting upset that the table may have been forgotten. So that's quite well done. That's very well done, actually. Assuming they don't have any chairs or anything else that could potentially be considered to have legs. The frog is the big problem, I think. And then it says the correct answer is 174. It says on this guy's back as he sweeps up the mess of the party. I could add that up. Shall I add that up? 2, 6, 8, 12, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 34, 38. Plus those makes about 50, 58, 62, 162, 166, 170, 174. Yeah, I get 174 as well. Yeah, I think frogs have 4 legs. I think if you're known for having written books about frogs, or even giving it all this with your sticker, then you should know how many legs there are. And then you're writing a book called How Many Legs. You could maybe find out how many legs a frog has before doing so. I may be wrong. I haven't researched this. But I think frogs have 4 legs. 2 big ones that give them this propulsion, but then 2 for balance, or whatever it is at the front. You know, a bit like a cricket swing. You have something strong. Oh no, the cricket swing, that's the other way around. The power comes from the leading hand, I think, in cricket batting. So never mind, that's a poor analogy. But overall, quite a nice book, very much recognisable in terms of the drawing style, not just with the specific character of the frog from Oi Frog, but the kangaroo was also very similar, and the blackboard illustration was good too. So nice counting book. A few things to keep you on your toes. Very nice touch with the table, I think that is, because that's just sort of thing that could upset someone, and they could go, they forgot the table. It doesn't say how many animate legs, it just says how many legs. But they have covered their bases on that one. So well done to them. I enjoyed that. And do check out the other Kes Gray books on the channel. Let me know in the comments if you would like more. And otherwise, I will see you again for another of Mr. Bench's book reviews. Bye.